Hello everyone, my name is Diana, and today I'll be talking about an initiative that we've been doing at Hackcon for the past 3 years to improve the effectiveness of our team and how you can try to do this for your team as well. So for context, I've been with Hackcon for 3 years, and for the past 2 years, I have been leading the logistics team. And my talk will be giving many examples that are pretty logistics-centric, but you can definitely extrapolate the learnings and apply it to your own team. And to start off, I would like you to imagine a logistics team with way too much work on their plate, like enough people. Where's my mic? Cool. So it's actually not very hard to imagine this because this is usually what happens. And so what do you do in this case? So you could grab people from other teams, from front end, back end, sponsorship, marketing, those teams to help out and help do the tasks for you, but they may be lacking in the context or skills that a logistics organizer would have. But you do have all these people who have the time and willingness to help. And so how do you maximize your effectiveness with all these resources around? And this is where project squads come in. Project squads come in a format that is pretty simple. You have a group of people where there is an owner who is in charge of the project and in charge of coordinating the squad. And then you have members who work with each other and work with the owner to accomplish the tasks needed. And what is really unique about project squads is that these members come from all across the organization. So they bring in their own unique skills and backgrounds to help the owner who has more context and knowledge on the project to carry it through. So taking the example from this year's ceremonies squad, which is led by YG, and YG has the help of Anna, who is there from the logistics team, Annie from the design team, Jeevan from front end, who is also somewhere here, Catherine from marketing, and James from sponsorship. And they all help work with YG, who is a logistics organizer, to make ceremonies happen. So what can YG do with this group of people? Well, she can use the squad to brainstorm ideas, to draft policies, or to do hands-on work together. And so these are some really great benefits that you get out of project squads. So there are more benefits that come with squads beyond just accomplishing tasks. So one thing is that the projects that usually should have project squads or are at a complexity that can really maximize or utilize the setup of project squads have inter-team dependencies. So in the example of ceremonies, we have sponsors who need to speak at ceremonies, and this requires logistics and sponsorship teams communicating together, coordinating things. And by having a sponsorship organizer on the ceremony squad, this makes the setup makes the communications a lot easier and makes the planning better. The next part I want to highlight is that project squads also benefit the person who is running the squad a lot. The person gets an opportunity to develop and exercise their leadership skills through the need to delegate tasks, to run meetings. And what is also really great is that this helps with your future teams, because legacy planning is very important, and a big part of that is identifying people in your organization who may be good leaders for next year. And a good way to do this is to observe how they take on their role as a project owner in the squad. And the last thing I want to highlight about project squads is that it also benefits your organization as a whole. So since it brings together people from all of the different teams who may not actually really work closely together otherwise, people become more familiar with each other and they become more comfortable. And you really want this because when it comes to the day of the event, you want a team who is comfortable and hopefully also friendly with each other to really put together the best event for your hackers. So I gave all these examples about the ceremony squad, but the project squads really can exist outside of logistics as well. So 2 examples from Hackcon this year. We have the support squad, which helps out with the marketing need of responding to emails and Facebook messages, and this is what helps us keep up a high response rate and a low response time. And we also have a project squad on application questions, and these are people who get together to identify what kind of hackers we want to see at the event and how we can best formulate our questions so that we can get these people or identify these people in our application process. And also any other ideas you might have. And so just to give a quick recap, the thing I would like everyone to take away from project squads is that they really leverage the diversity of skills, of backgrounds, and of people that are on your team, and really help you maximize the efficiency and effectiveness of that. So I would like to end this by encouraging you to take 30 minutes over the next few days to think about the following questions. Which projects in your team are understaffed? Is there anyone on your team who you think has their plate too filled, or if you would like their plate to be a little bit more empty so they can do other things? And if the answer is yes to any of these questions, I encourage you to look into running project squads, and you can reach out to me at diana@hackthenorth.com, and I'd be happy to talk about how you can make project squads happen for your team. Thank you.